The Secret Barrister. Stories of the Law and How It's Broken. Read by Jack Hawkins. Introduction. My opening speech. And so that is your defence, is it, Mr. Tuttle? A pause. His eyes dart to his girlfriend in the public gallery and back to me, a micro-glance, no more, but enough, I'm hopeful, for the jury to have clocked. I turn my head just slightly, crossing gazes with the lady on the front row at the far end. She's noticed. She's folded her arms. In fact, several of them have. The elderly chap in the navy blazer and beige slacks nudges the gingham-shirted, fabulously bearded fellow to his left, and they trade conspiratorial grins. The body language is not good for Mr. Tuttle. He digs his fingers into the sides of the witness box, groping for the right response, oblivious that there isn't one. As his cheeks flush and he shuffles his feet, he appears to look longingly at the dock at the back of the court, stung with regret at his decision to leave the safety of its perspex confines and walk the long 15 feet to give evidence in his own defence. He had to, of course. It is near impossible to successfully run self-defence without giving your own account on oath as to why you brought fisty justice to bear upon the man next door. But it is obvious that, if Mr. Tuttle could turn back time, he'd give serious consideration to exercising his right to silence. The double doors to my right groan. The usher slides in, cradling his clipboard, pursued by a crash of law students who are silently urged towards the public gallery. The only thing a barrister enjoys more than an audience is a bigger, more impressible audience. So I wait for them to squeeze themselves into the narrow oak pews in the back right corner. The lengthy pause, as Mr. Tuttle weighs up how to answer my semi-rhetorical question, helps build the suspense. I savour it. I calmly top up my plastic cup from the water jug and take an insouciant sip of water. As I do, I notice that all eyes in the courtroom are momentarily trained on a trailing undergrad who, having entered last, has managed to clout Mr. Tuttle's partner with his man-bag as he climbs over her to the last space on the front row. She audibly mutters some choice expletives as the student removes himself from her lap. The clerk of the court, hitherto tap-tap-tapping away at her computer, looks up and stares. "What? He hit me in the face! Could have had my fucking eye out!" "Shh!" the clerk hisses, waving a gowned arm towards the usher, who duly trots to the public gallery to administer a further, entirely superfluous shh. I look up, behind the clerk, towards the judge, expecting some sort of judicial admonishment for these noises off, but Her Honour Judge Kerrigan QC is still leaning back in her chair and staring longingly at a fixed point on the ceiling. Now the casual observer may, quite wrongly, think this is an indication that Judge Kerrigan is bored by the pedestrian advocacy of a 20-something upstart apparently channeling an unholy trinity of the Jeremys, Paxman, Clarkson and Kyle as they superciliously showboat their intellectual advantage over the bewildered Mr. Tuttle. The same observer may, equally mistakenly, bolster this conclusion by reference to the way in which Her Honour appears to have been, at various stages during the 26 laboured minutes of questioning leading up to this point, closing her eyes and dropping her head before jolting alert again with a quiet snort. But I know better. The learned judge is, quite plainly, bowled over by my oratory skill, no doubt mentally formulating the letter of praise that she will be sending to my head of chambers immediately the trial concludes. Advocacy, she will surely write, has a new champion. A golden age of justice is upon us. Everyone now seated and hushed, I can resume my sparring. Mr. Tuttle again glances for reassurance to his girlfriend. "You won't find the answer in the public gallery, Mr. Tuttle." I obnoxiously smile at him. "It's a very simple question."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?